All glory goes to God in the name of Jesus Christ. Right. I'm just very thankful to be here today. And we made it home today. And uploaded I uploaded a video today. I'm gonna keep doing my little number series for advice to my younger self. I mean advice to my older self, because I changed it from advice to my younger self because I have already been my younger self, but my older self I haven't reached yet. So if I'm supposed to, as I grow up and if I grow into an older person, I'll be able to watch those videos back. Just a lot of simple things I've learned in life. I just like to take note of it and talk about it. Because I learn a lot. Each and every single day I learn something new. Every single day. Time really does go by very quickly. I had fell asleep on my live stream yesterday. That was by complete accident, by the way. I accidentally fell asleep. And this is usually the time I live stream anyway. But I fell asleep yesterday because I was so tired. When I go to work, I get so tired after working because I stay up so late. And it all accumulates. Staying up late over time, it can negatively affect you, because it affects me staying up late because I'm able to fall asleep literally sitting up. As soon as I lay down, I fall asleep. I fall asleep in the car. So I really need to train my body and get proper sleep, get proper amounts of sleep, so that way I can be able to drive when I need to go somewhere, rather that's long distances. I can go on road trips, just literally me driving. So I really need to train myself in that regard. I'm going to try to start exercising tonight, or well, anytime tonight. I want to get back in that rhythm. So I haven't really just done at home exercise in a while. So I want to get that routine going. Just building back up my habits. My habits like exercise and making sure I'm drinking water every single day. But I hope everybody's having an amazing day. Welcome everybody. Welcome one. Welcome all. I know some of y'all may have joined the live stream yesterday night. I accidentally fell asleep and my phone literally it ran out of battery. I didn't have my phone charged up or anything. So when I got ready to go to work, when I woke up in the morning, my phone was completely out of battery, on 0%. So make sure to put the phones on a charger. That's one thing that I learned. We're going to do a poll today. The poll is going to be, what's better? Let's see, breakfast. Let's do lunch. No, we're going to do lunch or dinner. Let's see which one people choose, lunch or dinner. Because me personally, I would choose dinner over lunch. Like dinner, it would take a long time for it to come by. But with dinner, I get to eat and then I get to get ready to go to sleep and I don't have to eat anymore. I don't have to snack. So that's why I would choose dinner over lunch. But lunch is way more convenient. That's one thing. That is for certain. But let me know, how's everybody doing today. I literally just been sitting back and going to work. I'm gonna literally dinner. I would choose dinner. Yeah. You agree? You agree? I agree, because it's just the end of the day. I like to wind down with a nice meal. And literally, for dinner, I like to eat some spaghetti. I like to eat some chicken. Make sure I have that barbecue sauce. That's my favorite. That's my most favorite sauce. That's really the only sauce that I really. That's the only sauce that I choose as of lately. I need to make sure I'm staying hydrated too. Ah, snap. I didn't even realize that this hat broke. But yeah, stay hydrated. Literally, you get hungry at night. For real. Me too, sometimes. I'm not hungry right now because today I ate pretty much dinner. Dinner can be anywhere between, I want to say, 5 p.m. 5 p.m. to midnight. I feel like that's dinner. Lunch is anywhere from 12 to 4. 12 to 4. And then at 5, I think at 5 p.m. dinner pretty much starts. I mean, everybody has their own little different interpretation, but that's when it starts. It's so important to surround yourself with people who are doing things that you would like to do and who are going on the path that you'd like to go down, who help you, who encourage you. Because it's been very impactful in my life to have people who are happy people who legit strive to get their goals done, and people who always want to see you happy, people who want to see you win in any aspect of life, you know? You really, let's say you have a goal. Let's say you really want to start walking every day. Dinner is better. That's what I've been saying. I would take dinner. I would take dinner over lunch. But it would just take so long because, yeah, dinner, you wouldn't even need a snack after dinner pretty much because you eat, lay down, get ready for bed. But literally, let's say you want to start walking or you want to start exercising. Literally. That's why it's so important. That's why it's so important. Surround yourself with like minded people. And not just like minded people, people who want to do better with their lives. You know, a lot of the times, a lot of the times, everybody doesn't want to be happy. Everybody does not want to see you improve. Everybody doesn't want to see you win. And I noticed that even from the time when I was in school and now that I'm out of school. And I'm really starting to save quarters. I know I'm all over the place, but oh, I'm just very thankful to be here today. And literally, I'm just learning so much. Every single encounter, every single experience in life is important. Every single action is important because everything adds up. I cannot believe that. I cannot believe I'm growing up so fast. Times are going fast. Work days are going fast. June, we're almost halfway into June already. And when in the world is Father's Day? Because I need to make sure I know. Because I need to tell my dad Happy Father's Day. You know, I told my mom Happy Mother's Day. I told her literally a day late. So at least I can tell my dad Happy Father's Day on time. Like, literally, 2026. I'm learning a lot though. Cherish the time with family because it's very minuscule, minute. But yeah, minute. Everything's precious. Time is precious. Literally, my girlfriend gave me this water bottle and I've been using it. She's on her trip right now, but I just have this in memory. Have this water bottle in memory. She let me use this water bottle, so literally, I use it now. Yeah, I use it now, but I begin to realize it's so easy to get distracted in life. Stay focused. And when you focus, you get a lot of things done. Why is this one caffeinated? I don't get it. I don't want the caffeinated one. I need to change the caffeinated one out. Yo, Jester! Welcome to the live stream. Yeah, this one's caffeinated. I don't like the caffeinated one. I need to get one. I need to get one that's not caffeinated. Where is it? Oh, not there. Where are my little pouches? Oh my days, I have to get up. June 21st. Okay, Father's Day is June 21st. Okay. I'm gonna tell my dad Happy Father's Day. I'm tell him June 21st, that's the date. I need to make sure I keep that in mind. Saving up some goals. I have to pay off my loans. And pay off my loans and get me a car. And once I get a car, I'm literally going to be making my videos. I'm going to make videos before I go into work. I'm going to make videos after I get into work, literally. And I'm starting my process, making sure I'm praying first thing in the morning. I'm building some amazing habits because once you build amazing habits, it keeps you going. Well, it keeps me going. Amazing habits keeps me going, literally. And the time just goes by and I'm doing the same thing every day. Started my days off right, correctly. But that's what it's about. Build some amazing habits. Live. Be thankful for every day. And that's one thing I'm realizing. Life has changed a whole lot. I've graduated. I've gotten out of school. And it's so crazy. I can't believe I've graduated over a little over a year ago now. Ethan, welcome back. I'm literally gonna have my high school reunion in like 10 years. Like the first high school reunion will be in 10 years. And I cannot believe I got into college. And it was already difficult to even get into college. I was praying hard, making sure that I could get in. Because I had so many scholarships in line, but I did not get any scholarships. The only reason I was able to get into college is because the government helped me pay. And with whatever whenever you are helped money wise, you always have to pay it back. So I literally have to give the government the money back, which I will. Or over time, it will accumulate and it will get higher. My GPA at the end of high school, I think I ended off with a 3.8. I ended off with a 3.8, but literally, I think I ended off with a C in band. And I've been making, you just graduated sixth grade, you're going into middle school. Congratulations, congratulations. But literally, in band, I think I ended off with a C. And that really threw down my grade point average to a 3.8 because literally band was such an easy class, but I made a C because I think I missed an assignment or no, he didn't put my grades in correctly or something. What car do I drive? Right now, I don't have my own vehicle, but I drive my dad's car. He drives like he drives like the thing called a Crown Mercury. Yeah, Crown Mercury. It's like a 2006 Crown Mercury. That's what my dad drives. But eventually, if I can get this car coming up soon for $4,500, 15,000 miles, if it's still there, I want to buy this car from the owner of the car, and I want to use that, and that's a Ford. That's like a Ford Focus, and it's a 2013, 15,000 miles. So I really want to drive that as my first vehicle. If I'm able to get my first vehicle, all just from working a job, that's just gonna be amazing. It's gonna be a blessing because I've just started working. I got my job in September of 2025. I never thought that I would be working a 9 to 5 job genuinely before college or even after college because the reason being, I knew I always wanted to do YouTube and I wanted to become an inventor. And I'm actually working on that. I'm making YouTube live stream right now. Excuse me. And I'm going to school to be an engineer. So that's pretty much inventing. And I'm going to take my degree farther than just a job. I'm actually going to go out and adventure and learn and figure out just to maximize life itself, go out on adventures as much as I possibly can. But right now, I'm here right now in my parents' house. We all have to start off somewhere. But I started it in September 2025. September 12th, 2025. I remember I remember the first official job day. I remember when I just started. And I was shocked to get the job because it took me 8 months to get a job because I knew I wanted to save up so I could get into college even before the scholarships and everything. I was looking for a job. So what did I want to be when I grow up? Because you wanted to be a police officer. When I grew up, I wanted to be a couple of things, right? I didn't always just want to stick to one thing. First off, I really wanted to be an inventor. I really wanted to be an inventor first. An inventor first. That was the first thing I want to do. Second, I want to be a YouTuber. I do YouTube now and I am actively working on inventing now. So I'm doing both. And and if the Lord so willing, I'll be doing both of these things. And I'll become a chef and all of these things. There are many, many different things I want to do. I want to be a chef. I'm working on that now. I really don't cook very much, but chef, detective. You hope I get famous? Only if the Lord is so willing. Like literally, fame. I never wanted to be famous. Literally, I just like sitting back and talking. Like I love talking And conversations are so peaceful and important. And that's one thing that I've been having ever since I was able to talk. So that's literally what I do. I sit back, bro. All I can do grilled cheese, ramen noodles. But look, as you age, you begin to learn how to cook more things, do more things, and it's kind of like leveling up in a sense. You can see me having a podcast. I thought about a podcast. I just have to get equipment and everything, but that's probably later on in the future. I don't know if I'm gonna do one for sure, but that's most definitely an idea that I just keep in the back of my head. You should become a politician, and if you like talking. Yeah, I love talking, but I'm gonna stick with YouTube because with politics, right? Politics are very, very impactful in this country, right? Presidents, we have the Supreme Court, and I learned this. I actually learned this in college. I didn't learn much about it in high school or anything, but you have the Supreme Court, House of Representatives. You have the Department of War, the Secretary of State, all of these different things, governors, mayors. Politics is really big at running this country, well, running America. And if you can sound nice to the person listening, then they are more likely to listen to you and they are more likely to support you, right? As a politician, your goal is to get the view of your audience, right? Your goal is to have that vote. Your goal is to impact and literally influence the person who you want to support you. So that's what politics is all about. You know, you have a Republican side and a Democratic side. But on both sides, guess what? They're trying to get your vote. As a politician, you just need to know how to tap. Well, how to yap. Nah, you can also just blackmail people. No, bro. That's not how politics work. Wait, ain't politics ain't it about getting the view? Isn't it? Wait, what is politics about? I don't have any pets though. Oh, you think going to bed, man? All right, man. Take care. Have an amazing night. May God bless you, man. And if the Lord so willing, till next time, I hope. Later. Hope you have an amazing night's sleep. Wait, isn't politics about just getting the view? Because politics is more than getting the vote, getting the view of your audience, but you need people to support you. But politics is all about public opinion. There's public opinion. There's what else? Public opinion. There's all these different politics is just about knowing and paying the right people to get to power and filling your pocket. Filling your. I mean, that's not what it's supposed to be about. You can make people support you, and oh, okay, you can make people support you, and you can influence public opinion. But it's all about getting the support of your audience. That's what politics is all about. Really, politics is well in school. I learned that politics pretty much is trying to figure out what will work for society in a political, well, in the view of snap. I'm supposed to know this stuff. I took a whole class on U.S. government and politics. What in the world? Why can't I even? Why can't I even remember the basics of it? The most important things, like what is politics, public opinion, votes, brother. School only teaches you theory, not reality. The reality of politics, yeah, most politicians are rich though. And it only says for a person in the House of Representatives, it tells us well we learn about the years, how long they are what do you call it? In the seat for like House of Representatives they're in there for 2 years and you can continually run. But early it's just so bizarre that I took a class and I can't even answer what is politics. What in the world? That is just insane. School teaches you theory. Literally, I would say it's a little bit more than theory. It's like school, it educates you on what the subject is, right? And the actual reality of it. it's a little bit different. In politics, it's it's a heated game. Did you take that in college? I did. Actually, I was a freshman in college, and one of my classes was U.S. government and politics. I passed that class with a B. My favorite football team, NFL team, it is the Carolina Panthers. But I really don't watch football anymore. But if I had a favorite team, it would be North Carolina Panthers. I took that class in college, actually. I did. I did. I took it for one semester. So you got scammed. You guess since college is expensive in the States. It is. It's extremely expensive. I would say I didn't really get scammed because I ended up getting a credit. I got a credit for the class. I'm gonna be honest. But I should be able to answer what is politics, literally. But politics is there's Republican, there's Democrat, and there's so many different things that I've learned as far as law goes. Like for instance, we have criminal rights, and I learned about the rights to an attorney. I learned about rights you have as a citizen. How much how much does the credit you get wait move you in real life? Well, toward real life. Well, this college credit, it just moves me in school. Like it allows me to get one step closer to getting my degree. And how does it move me forward in life? Well, with this credit, my college credits, okay, my college credits overall, we're gonna use the government and politics one. So that credit moved me forward in life because I'm one step closer to getting my degree. And with my degree, what degree you got now? I don't have a degree right now. Actually, I've taken one semester of I've taken one semester of university classes, and I have to do it for 4 years. But it is a lot of money. Like tuition goes up every year. And I really just need to take better notes because I was doing a lot in school. I do a lot while I'm in college. And you want to become a cook, you said? Well, originally, and I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna be engineer. Right? I'm gonna do engineering. There's just many things I want to do. I don't just want to be an inventor and an engineer. I want to be a chef. I want to be able to cook meals at my own home. Whatever meal I want to cook, I just go get the ingredients and I cook that. I just want to be a personal chef, and I'll be able to cook for my family and all those things. But right now, I literally just I want to learn how to cook. So, engineer. Why would I need politics class to become an engineer? And that's the crazy thing. The reason, or chef. Okay, so the reason why I had to take government and politics, well, government slash politics, is because it's a general education class. I have to choose between literally I have to choose elective classes. And it's kind of mandatory for me to learn about science and math. These classes are required, and in that there's government and politics. You get to choose your classes. But I didn't get a chance to choose my classes because I was late. I was late to the whole entire applications process when it comes to my classes. So they just picked classes for me. So you paid. So you paid and they made you take mandatory classes that doesn't have anything to do with your degree. It does. It moves me. It's not specifically engineering. Like it's not engineering classes at all. But I have to take general education class to move forward. It sounds like a scam to you. I mean, I can see how it's not automatically engineering classes, but I have to take general education, and then after that, I get to take engineering classes. It's literally the curriculum. It's all for money. Like literally, they take your money and they don't even teach you the engineering class right off the bat. You have to take general education first, and after you take general education, you can go into the main classes. Like this semester coming up in the fall, I'm going to be taking actual introductions to engineering, calculus, all this. All that is moving me forward in the process of getting my degree, in the process of becoming an engineer. And I'm learning a lot about these jobs too, because a lot of jobs expect me to already know how to be an engineer. So I'm gonna really have to take note, and I'm gonna have to just learn, because in a workforce, when it comes to working and being a real life worker, you already have to know what's going on. You already have to know what's going on. So if you don't know what's going on, it's literally, I could lose job opportunities. So it's so important for me to learn now. While I'm young, I don't have my degree. But yeah, Alexander, welcome to the live stream. Welcome to the live stream. Welcome, welcome. Bro, literally scam. You live in Germany. Universities basically free, and they never make you take classes that don't have anything to do with your degree. Hey, I agree. If I could take engineering classes automatically, I would, because that's what I'm going for. I'm going for engineering, and it's actually, and another thing about the class of U.S. government politics, it helps me in the future. I know new laws. I know how to protect myself as far as if cops ever want to pull me over or try to do things just because of my skin color. I learned about these things. The more you know, the better off you will be. So, and I just like being educated. I love learning. So, no matter what, no matter what classes I take, I use it to my advantage. It may not help me toward getting my engineering degree, but it helps me in life. Brother, you can't even remember what you learned in that class, low. I can't remember everything. I remember some things. Literally, the only thing I can really remember about government and politics, and I literally took that class, what, last month? No, 2 months ago. Literally, I remember public opinion. I remember criminal rights. I remember the right to an attorney. The fourth, I learned about the Bill of Rights, First Amendment, Second Amendment, Third Amendment, Fourth Amendments, and I learned about voting. I learned about voting rights. So the class is worthless. Literally, I just learned a little bit more. Like, it doesn't help me toward becoming a. It helps me toward my degree, but it doesn't help me with being a better engineer. But actually, I could use it to my advantage, because since I know politics. Peyton, welcome to the live stream. You learned that in middle school, where you learned about politics? You remember that you felt you remember that when you felt was important. That's normal. Why would you need to learn these things? You can look them up. You can look them up. You can. You can look up these things. But it's just what I remember from the class. And I literally pay for those classes. There's nothing to learn. It's just information that you always look up. Yeah, you can learn about public opinion, and hey, you can look it up. But I'm working toward becoming an engineer, and I see that you can look up all the information. There's so much information you can look up online. Like, you can learn about government and politics online, yeah, and you can also experience it in real life too, yeah. But I'm working to be an engineer, and they put me in that class. Education in the U.S. is pure comedy, to be honest. Hey, it's just the system they've been using ever since I was in middle school, elementary school. They've been using this curriculum, so I literally just follow it. I'm just trying to become an engineer, get better opportunities, job wise, and a degree does not guarantee you a job. With the engineering degree, it doesn't guarantee me a job in any way. What guarantees me a job is my skill and my experience and my value as a person. And it's hard to lose someone you love, and know that like you, knowing you are going to lose someone you love a lot. And it's sad that you have to leave someone when they need to be put down. At least heavens. Hey man, it is tough losing people, but That's why it's so important for us to talk about these things, because these discussions need to be had about university in America. Because yes, I did take general education class that literally gives me a credit toward getting my degree, but it's not engineering whatsoever. U.S. government and politics is not engineering. No, it's not. I've never really questioned it for some reason. I think that's because I've been in school for so long, and it is just additional information and just more money coming out of my pocket. But yes, it is tough to lose people you love. And one day, guess what? One day, your mom, your dad, all these people. Alexander, I got you. I read your comment. It is tough losing people that you love. Oh, Highlander, welcome to the live stream, by the way. Highlander, welcome back. Okay, let me see. You learned at middle school. Okay, let me read. Professionals need general knowledge and education other than their major and career choices. That's why there are non-major courses required in college/university. You went to high school in the U.S. for a year and actually graduated high school. You grew up in Germany. You can guarantee you most high school students will fail high school in Germany. Hey, I don't doubt it, because y'all schooling is probably on a higher level. Lola, welcome to the live stream. How is your Texas trip going? Texas, how is Texas? But you know something though about taking these general education classes, Unc, and about Germany. I can actually speak German. Willkommen, willkommen, Leute. A new live stream. Wie geht's dir? Wie geht's dir? Der Leute ist sehr gut. Willkommen, mein Bruder. Nice. But yeah. Even though I take the most out of these opportunities, Even though I took general education classes, I'm still going to become an engineer, and I'm going to use these classes. I can barely remember it's going great. Thank you for asking. Look, literally, you know how I'm becoming an engineer, right? And I took government classes, government and politics classes, the government and politics class. I also took a lot of classes that were just general education, like history. I enjoy history. I really do enjoy history. History is my favorite subject. And I know that has nothing to do with engineering, but literally, I like history though. I'm going to learn history in my free time, regardless of what career I have. But you'll agree. But it hurts taking a few classes outside of your field in college. It does. You're not criticizing you. You're just mad at the education system for scamming young people like you. You see my smile? Hey, it's still here. It's still here. I ain't going nowhere. And also, yeah, it's true, because colleges, they capitalize off of this. And if they focus on teaching us, like teaching me, if I were to go ahead on and start learning, if I were to start learning about engineering, first things first, if you are majoring, it should be strictly engineering. You know what major you want to get into. But if you ever want to decide to change your major, you will have classes and such. So it adds a level of security if you want to change your. Oh, speaking of smiles, you all just remind me of something. But if you ever want to change your major and you want to do something else, you can. But I know I want to be an engineer through and through, start in school, at the end of school. So I'm going to stick with this. I'm going to be making live streams. I'll make live streams regardless if I go to class or not. I stay up late. I literally, I went to class on 2 hours of sleep, 3 hours of sleep, and guess what? I had 1A and the rest B's. So I'm putting in effort to get my grade, right? And I'm paying for the classes, so I have to have a decent grade, because I can't just go to school and pay for these classes. They're extremely expensive. And I could be putting my money into something else, like my YouTube videos. My YouTube videos, my YouTube live streams. I'm actually gonna start investing, like getting a camera and everything. But I have to reach a certain criteria for all of that. So literally, I'm investing my time and money into these classes, and I'm gonna use it to the maximum of my ability. And if I know that it's literally if it's just scamming me and if I can't get anything done, if my degree isn't gonna do anything for me, it's just gonna be like, what in the world? Like, what am I gonna do? You should do ballerina classes in line. What the world? Okay, you just gonna go? You just want to hop in? Oh, don't stay. Everyone sub. He's the best YouTuber. Oh no, this is a regular guy. I hope you're enjoying the trip. Wait, what are you gonna eat tonight? What are you gonna eat tonight? What are you gonna eat tonight? Tonight is an amazing night, and it's time to eat some refrigerating dinner. Eat some nice food. Eat a not cupcake, but since it's expensive, it should be only about it should be only about what you're learning, and time should be invested in the craft you're learning, and not general stuff. That curriculum says it's required because that's just politics. Yeah. But the general education is just preparing you for what you are about to learn. But I see it should be, but hey, this is just little things that I see that I notice. We start off by general education. I learned politics. And let me tell you my whole schedule. I took politics, eco criticism. I took I actually college algebra was toward my degree, so I actually need to call that college algebra. General education should be over in high school. Um, hey, that's true. Hey, that would help. That would help us waste less time in college. The degree for college should be shorter. We go for 4 years, and they do it on purpose. It's set up in such a way they set it up like that on purpose. 4 years. 4 years is a long time. It's a long time to stay in school. They take your money the first year, second year, third year, and the fourth year. What the world? When we could be in college for 2 years. Community college they do it 2 years, and community college they automatically help you with the set degree that you are trying to get. Yeah. Well, I had to take general education still. I took general education and what do you call it? Community college. I've been in multiple colleges. I've been in two colleges so far. Two. Maybe they should just teach. Maybe they should teach us Germany. Oh, teach us Germany. They should teach us Germany. We'll move over there and learn some stuff. Yeah, but it's cool. It's cool learning about Germany because I speak German. I speak German though. Have a few American friends and study in Germany. You know, Germany is actually my favorite country. Unironically, that we're talking about this right now, and Germany is my favorite country by far. And hallo, ich heiße Eugene. Wie geht's dir? Wie geht's sehr gut heute. Lord, you should learn German. Oh yeah, but look, Deutsch. Sprechen Sie Deutsch, ich spreche ein bisschen Deutsch. Welche Sprachen sprichst du? I remember a lot of the things, a lot of the simple terms that I learned in my languages. And it's crazy. I remember more about language than I do about my first freshman year of class because I would stand up late. And a lot of the things, Deutsch is not. It's not. Nine. Nine. Deutsch is. Deutsch is klein. Klein Fleisch. Klein Fleisch. Well, no. Fleisch is not easy. Snap. I used to know a lot more of it, but I literally remember I can speak multiple languages and everything. So I'm building skills. But English is the main language on earth. If you believe so, you do it. It'll be fine. I mean, it's fine. I've been to Germany before. I've been to Germany. You was born in Iran and you moved to Germany when you were 2 years old. Your your parents still struggle with German sometimes. Yeah. But you want to know the cool thing about German? Well, you already speak German, but one little cool thing I learned, well, that I noticed about the German language is just like English, a lot of the big words, they are multiple German words put together. You speak four languages. Oh, snap. Four, what's that? What's that? Eins, zwei, drei, vier, fünf, sechs, sieben, acht, null, sieben. Ein, zwei, drei, vier. Wir, du sprechen wir. Wait, welches sprechen? Oh, wir sprechen? Sie sprechen sehr. Multilingual. Yeah, in Deutsch. But you're not even good at learning languages. You only speak them because you grew up. You grew up learning them. And you want to know the reason? The reason why I'm decent with languages is because I just take the turn to time to learn. And you want to know something? It taught me a lot of perseverance. You know, knowing that I've been going through general education classes and all of these things just to get a degree. It taught me patience. You know, our life is really about being patient, and if you know you want to go get a degree, if you want to get a certain job, you have to go out there and get it because you literally just take the time out of the days and learn exactly what you like to do job wise. Like me, I know I want to do YouTube. I'm going to be making YouTube videos, YouTube live streams. That's what I'm going to be doing. And I know I want to do engineering. I want to travel the world and engineer on bridges and all these different things. And I really want to be able to. I want to be able to travel freely. And you know what? We're gonna see what the Lord has in store. But literally, I'm just gonna be doing. I'm gonna be doing YouTube, going to school, going to college. I'm gonna be doing it both. So I'm just gonna let everything balance out. There has to be balance. I'm literally thirsty. I need to stay hydrated, everybody. Definitely has three digit IQ. Like like 100 is 3 digits. 1,000 is 4 digits. But yeah, I see though. It's a lot of different nuances with the education system though. And the thing is, they're not going to change the education system anytime soon. And you really realize that because I've spoken with a lot of students from, out of the country, international students that come from different countries. And when they come down, they realize that, their American education system is a lot easier. It's true. It's a whole lot easier because literally in high school, in other countries, they're learning college level things, while high school here in America, we're not learning college level things unless you take AP classes or things like that, because it's a lot easier here in America. It is. Things are easier. The education system is easy. So I literally made a C in band. What in the world? And that's just an extracurricular. So I picked up a lot of skills. That's why it's so important to have skills. Even when you have a job, it's important to have skills. What's what makes you different? What makes you so important when it comes to having a job? You never heard about multiple choices before. You went to an American high school. You're jealous of Japan because of good education system. I mean, education system is not all that. Like you can make it out with just a medium level education system. And you know what? If I were to go to a Japanese university, then I know I'll be learning 3 times as much. I would have to do as first I would have to learn Japanese. Then I would have to learn how to study and take notes because they have big exams. I have exams here too, but hey, I can't complain. They're making it more easier for me to get my degree, so I can't complain. I could go teach English over there. I could, but I could, Nihongo wa aremasu ka? Watashi no namae wa Eugene-san. O genki desu ka? Nai desu ne. Nai desu ne. Watashi na. Nani? Arimasu. Arigatou gozaimasu. Yes, I remember. I can speak Japanese too, but that's not the point. But on a serious note, it's just so bizarre just learning about Learn about the little nuances. And I can't complain though. I'm gonna get my degree. It makes it easier for me to get my degree, and I can't complain about that. But one thing's for certain: the longer I go to university, the more difficult the classes get. So that's one thing. As you begin to stay in college here in the U.S., the education does improve, and it's gonna be specified. It's gonna be specialized for the classes that you are taking. So just gotta be patient. Everything's gonna work out though. Yeah, it's most definitely a lot of money, just a lot of dollars. But if you can pay it, you gotta you have to pay the money and you have to pass the classes. College gets more and more difficult every single year. So, nah, that's true. It doesn't stop there. But I went to Rutenberg, Germany, and I was there for, well, I was there for like 3 days. But it was worth it. I'm very thankful that I got a chance to travel the world. That early on in my life, I literally went on a training arc to learn the language that I like to learn the language of the places that I'm traveling to, especially when I'm going out of the country. And I'm gonna keep on doing that. I'm gonna keep doing that for real. Like that is just a little skill that I would like to have, and even for getting a job in the future, skill sets. They hire you based on what you can do for the job. They hire you based on qualifications. Ooh, qualifications. And you know another thing in Germany, when you apply for a job, they don't care about race. They don't care about the race you are. That's not even an option. Not even an option there. They stopped that, I think, after the Holocaust and the entire debacle that went down. But teaching English in Japan, that wouldn't be too difficult. It just takes a lot of learning. It takes a lot of patience, and I don't know how much they pay, but really you have to enjoy your job. The most important thing, enjoy the job that you have because that's gonna motivate you to keep on going. If you do not enjoy the job you have, it's gonna be difficult to stay. But a lot of people are working the jobs that they do not enjoy because, I mean, that's how they pay the bills. That's how the bills get paid. That's how they feed themselves every day. My girlfriend got me these little blow pop candies, but a lot of the jobs that you dislike that you work at now, you're just using it to get by. And you get comfortable over time. You kind of get comfortable with the job. Even if you don't like it, you know, okay, I'm going to get paid this day, this day, this day. Oh, I've been doing this for so long. I'm just going to keep on doing it. Even though I don't like it. For me, I like working at a job I enjoy because it motivates me to keep on going. There are so many jobs out here. Not just here in America, but in many more countries. Many more countries have many jobs as well. Ooh, my finger hurts. I'm gonna try to get some extra hours. Speaking of my job, I'm gonna try to get some extra hours tomorrow at my job. So we're gonna work on that. But yeah, the thing about smiles is today was the first time I seen the gas station clerk smile. Like my face is very recognizable. Like people remember me even from when I was a child, you know. A job that boring or a job, oh, would I rather have a job that is boring or a job that is tiring? Ooh. I would rather have a job. See, me as a person, I can't really get bored. I don't get bored. Like I can sit in a quiet room and not get bored. I can literally watch a mouse run up and down a wall and I won't get bored. But let's say, would I rather have a job that's boring or tiring? I would rather have a job that is boring. Because if a job is tiring, then I may not be able to do it for so long. It's kind of demotivating. Boredom really doesn't really demotivate me. Now being tired doesn't demotivate me at all either, because I'm a little bit tired after my job sometimes. But I enjoy moving. I enjoy exercising. I'm gonna start back my daily exercising today, and I'm gonna get my girlfriend on it. I'm gonna see if she wants to do it with me. But daily exercising today, I'm gonna start back just building some amazing habits. Actually, let me go get some water. Y'all hold that. Let me get some water real quick. I'm gonna get some water. Put it up there. Wait for me. Yeah, but I most definitely rather have a job that's boring because I'll keep going. It's not this. Oh, shoot. And life is not about rushing. It's not about rushing. It's about being patient. Let's use this one. I want to use this one. It's this one right here. Uh-oh. Everybody. Yeah, yeah. There we go. Pour this water into here like so. That'll do it. That'll do it right there. Let's try this. I want to try this lemon squeeze flavor. Oh yeah, I still have to get that sponsored by Cheetos. Cheetos, let's get sponsored by Cheetos and sponsored by Dove Men's Care. I use this Dove deodorant and I'm able to work my job and I smell pretty nice while I'm doing it. Tiger Dust, welcome to the live stream, man. Hang on, let me put this on 4. Okay, it said, man, how you been? You saw your last live stream where you were talking about the importance of chasing God first, and and the rest follows. And then you went to sleep, and you're making sure you're good. God bless you, man. Thank you for coming in. I had fell asleep. I was tired. I have been staying up these days, and I stay up very late at night. Uh, like I stay up on the phone, so I thank you for coming in. May God bless you as well, and I thank you for coming in and checking up on me. I'm feeling amazing today. I'm feeling a whole lot better because it's so important. It's so important to seek the kingdom of God first, and all things will follow. All things will follow. Whether that's you want job opportunities, you want to be able to drive, you want to feel happier, you want to feel more peaceful, you want to get away from the evil things of this world. Just first seek the kingdom of God and His righteousness. All things follow. And that's how it goes in my life. I know whenever I'm doing the wrong things, everything just collapses. A lot of my blessings could be taken away. But when I'm obedient, the reward comes from that. Punishment comes from being disobedient. But when you obey, you seek God, and you know God, yeah, you're in an amazing place. Yes. It truly is a blessing. I am awake. I thank you because I fell asleep completely and I did not realize it. My phone ran out of battery and my live stream ended by itself. I wasn't really talking yesterday. Well, I did talk yesterday a little while, but it's just I was tired. I went to sleep. When I rest my head and I'm tired, I go straight to bed. And my parents literally think I have a sleeping disorder, but all of this is I've been staying up very late, and that has been accumulating in my body. That has been building up this sleepiness and tiredness in my body. But I'm able to work an 8-hour shift, 7-hour shift without falling asleep. And when I get home, I go to bed. Literally, I took a bath today and I fell asleep. I literally fell asleep in the bathtub, and my neck was like this, and it was hurting. But it feels amazing now. I'm better. It just heals over time. And I don't know when I'm gonna get my sleep schedule back right, but I'm gonna have to. I'm gonna have to start working on that now because school starts in August and I go to work. I'm trying to get extra hours, so I know I'm gonna have to rest up. Man, Mark, welcome back to the live stream, man. What's up, bro? God is up, man. I'm happy today. I'm happy today. It started off kind of rocky because I literally feel whenever I do something wrong, I feel it. You know, I feel it way even after I'm done. I feel it because I know I'm better than that. I know I'm better than making any bad decisions or just doing things that are completely disobedient to God, you know. So I feel it. But God is up and I'm doing amazing today. I've been doing amazing. Like I've been doing amazing today. Seriously. I know y'all may be wondering, why do you have a pink water bottle? This is my girlfriend's water bottle. She's on a trip right now. And she let me use it. She let me use it until she comes back from her trip. And literally all I have to do is just take this canister off and I can reload it with these. I have my own. I'm just using hers right now. We have sort of not matching water bottles, but they're both the same brand. But if I ever get sponsored or anything, I just want to have two sponsors, you know. And I want those two sponsors to be Cheetos and Dove, and that's it. If I ever get sponsored on YouTube. But right now, I'm just sitting back, I'm relaxing, I'm learning a lot about life. And the advice that I gave today to my older self is never never be afraid to admit when you're wrong. You know, a lot of the times it's so important to realize that we won't be right all the time. I won't be right all the time. I never will. And I always have the humbleness. Why Cheetos? I will explain that. I'm gonna explain that. I'm gonna finish this up and then I'm gonna explain why Cheetos. But I literally I always ask questions growing up. A lot of people will look at me funny and they will laugh at my questions, but in reality, there were so many people who had the exact same question I had and they have been given an answer to that. And if I know I need something done a certain way, I'm gonna have to ask a question. Because when I ask a question, things get done. Things get done correctly. But the reason I want to get sponsored by Cheetos and Dove, I'll say Cheetos first. But the reason why Cheetos first is because my favorite bag of chips is Cheeto Puffs. I like the way Cheeto Puffs taste, and I like hot Cheetos as well. So hot Cheetos, and hot Cheetos the crunchy kind, and oh Cheeto cheese puffs. I like those. So that's why Cheetos. I've been eating cheese puffs ever since I was younger. I've been eating hot Cheetos ever since I was younger. And I grew up eating that. So it would just be cool to just be sponsored by them because I grew up eating that brand. And Dove, it took me years to find a deodorant that will work for me. Literally. It took me going through school, playing sports. I'm like, why do I smell? I just want to smell better, you know, under my arms. I want to smell fresh. I want to be able to do my extracurricular activities and smell nice while doing so, you know, just so I won't stink, I won't cause up a scene. And Dove Men's Care, I have this Dove Men's Care deodorant, and it makes me smell nice, and I can exercise. I can go to work 8 hours doing manual labor, and I can still smell fresh under my arms, at least, you know. Everywhere else, if I'm when I'm washing dirty trucks and dirt is flying everywhere all over me, I'm gonna smell like that on my clothes, but on my arms, it's gonna be clean. So that's what I've learned. So that's why Cheetos, though. Cheetos and so it was just a very, very impactful point in my life eating Cheeto Puffs and hot Cheetos because it just brings back so many memories. I would literally just eat a sandwich or eat a cheeseburger and I would open me a bag of hot Cheetos and I would just sit back and eat them. Stare at the sky, look at the landscape that God has created. Like God really created this beautiful scenery. You know, I would just sit back and think about that. Like this is real life we're in. Wow, wow. Cheetos better than soda? Yes, yes, by far. That is a yes. Yes, that is a yes indeed. Cheetos are better than sodas. Yeah. Cheetos over Sprite. Most definitely. Boy, that was a simple. That was a simple one. And literally, my family's growing up. I cannot believe it. My little sibling's birthday is coming up, and I'm like, wow, bro, I'm really growing up. My little sibling's birthday is coming up. I got him a little gift for his birthday. He had asked for it, so I got him. I always try to help out in the ways that I can. So, and I don't just learn. Speaking of school, we're gonna talk about school for a couple more, a little more, a few more minutes. Just, I don't just learn the general education. I'm also taking notes about life. I'm a life learner. I like to use small things to learn about the whole grand thing of life. All glory goes to God. That's what it's about. That's what it's about. But I know I really want to be blessed and I want to get those rewards that come from that. Excuse me. Woo. Whether that's that woman you want, or that time you want, or the views you want, or the job you want. First seek the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all things will be added unto you. It says all things. Not some, but all. I think I'm gonna lay back now. Hopefully I don't fall asleep, right? Last time I accidentally fell asleep, so that was an accident. That was on me, but I was tired. I was tired a little bit. Well, a lot. Well, cause I just get so comfortable. I get so comfortable in my bed, and I can't complain. I can't complain because my life has been peaceful, peaceful, literally. Let me bring y'all down so that way y'all can see a better angle. But my life has been peaceful. I'm saving up quarters now. I'm gonna take the quarters to Kroger's and I'm going to put it in the machine. I want to see just how much I can get from saving up quarters. That my mom really doesn't use the quarters, so I just ask, "Hey, mom, can I have the quarters?" She'll be like, "Yeah." So just saving up all these quarters and most definitely praying every night. I just make sure I'm reading the Word every night, reading the Bible. I literally have my Bible all the way over there. Why is my Bible all the way over there? That makes no sense. I need to bring it over here to where I am. Maximize everything. Everything. Only while we can. And when we use it to the most of our abilities, we won't be we can't complain with that. We're maximizing everything with becoming the better version of ourselves. If we can't use our legs, use our hands. If we can't use our hands, use our feet. If we can't use our feet, use our ears. If we can't use our ears, use our eyes. So keep going. Keep on going. Mm. My goal is to not fall asleep this live stream. Not trying to do that. I'm trying to stay awake. And it's really not nice to rub your eyes. You really have to be careful when it comes to that. Ooh. This is what I do. This is what I do. I really, you know what? To be honest, I really don't lay in my bed that much. Like I lay in my bed to go to sleep at night, and after that, I'm awake for most of the day. And if I go to sleep, I'll sleep on the floor. or I will sleep. Where else will I sleep? Floor, couch. I'll fall asleep. Well, really, I fall asleep in the car because I'm in the car a lot. So, mm. Hopefully, that doesn't affect me just super duper negatively in the far future because I stay up late. I hope not. Lord, please. Lord, please. Ah. Literally, it just takes you knowing one person. And they could catapult. They could catapult you. They catapult me into what anywhere. Just based on the person I know. I just be myself though, literally. I just be myself, relax, praise God, smile, and go to work, talk, ask questions, and pray. Ooh, on my day.